Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 3 of our Readers Workshop lesson. And I apologize. Yesterday I told you I would show you an activity that we would get to do. And so I completely forgot because I got too excited about seeing your Seesaw work. But I'll definitely make sure we start with today's lesson on doing that activity. But before we start, I just want to share what we're going to be doing today. So remember, on the past 2 days, we've been talking about how readers ask and answer questions in order to become better readers, but also really understanding what we're learning, what we're watching, and what we're reading. And so we can continue doing that when you read or watch videos, because that really does help us understand nonfiction texts better. And today we're going to do a new skill of summarizing. And summarizing is basically telling us all the different things we've learned and writing it in a couple of sentences so that we can really check to see if you really understood what you read. And we're going to be doing that with some of our text features. So we'll show you how to do that as we go through the lesson. But I just wanted to go back to watch this video. As you can see, the duck video is playing as I'm talking because I love watching animal videos. It makes me feel calm and that everything's going to be okay because these are just such cute animals. And life in the wild is still going on even though we're stuck at home. And so yesterday we were watching videos of how the ducklings follow their mother everywhere. So this is a video of them following their mother as they go for a swim. And then we also have the ducklings following their mother when they're flapping their wings, right? And so we see this repetition of these ducklings always following their mother. So with that, we're going to practice pretending we're a duckling. And then I'm going to be choosing one of our teachers to be the mother duck. And just like ducklings, we know that we have to follow what the mother duck does. So I'm going to have Miss Yakimowicz be our mother duck. And we're going to follow Mother Duck Yakimowicz as she does her different movements. So would you like to pick a movement? And readers at home, you can try the same thing. So, okay, Mother Yakimowicz looks like she's flapping her wings. Here we go. Looks like she's eating some seeds. It looks like Miss Yakimowicz really knows what it looks like to be a duck. Thank you, Miss Yakimowicz. You're really creative with your duck movements. I can tell Miss Yakimowicz is really using her prior knowledge of the videos, of the pictures, and the text to help us know what ducklings and ducks do. Awesome. We hope you had a little bit of fun there. You can always pause the video and play with your brother or sister or mom and dad and try to pretend to be a duckling. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next slide. So we're going to stop and talk and ask ourselves, now that we know ducklings follow their mother, why? We know that they do that, but why do you think they follow their mother? And do you have any ideas as to why they might follow their mother? So you can pause the video if you need some more time to think. I'm going to call on the teachers who have their thumbs up. Ms. Rosales, do you have a thought?
I think that they follow their mother because they know that they are safe with their mother, so they want to stay close to her as much as possible.
So what I hear you saying, that it's really important that who we follow are safe, right? And so like the ducklings are only following people who are safe because they want to make good choices to make sure that they're safe and that they're taken care of. And so their mother naturally is someone who makes it safe for them and they want to follow them. That was a really good idea, and that we can connect that with our real lives too. Any other thoughts as to why the ducklings do what their mother does? Ms. Hernandez?
I was thinking that the mother duck is showing the ducklings how to do things.
Yeah, you're right. These ducklings probably just hatched from their egg and they have no idea what a duck does. And so their mother is teaching them what ducks do by going for a swim, walking in a line, eating seeds, flapping their wings, right? All these different things. Awesome. Thanks for sharing, teachers. Let's keep going to see what's happening next. I watched the ducklings. Here's what I think. The mother duck shows the ducklings what to eat, where to go, how to swim. Well, it's just like Miss Hernandez said, right? And it's kind of like what we do when we're, I'm going to call Miss Yakimowicz. I feel like she has the same idea as me.
It reminds me of the classroom where there's all these little ducklings, which are the students, and then the mother duck which is the teacher.
Exactly. So we're kind of like, as teachers, mother ducks at school, and you're the little ducklings when you're at school. But now that you're at home, you're a real mother duck, and you're still the duckling. So hopefully you're following those directions too. Awesome. Uh-oh, here comes a cat. What's going on here? Can we
It's so
stop
cute.
and predict? What do we think is going to happen here? And maybe you can use the picture to give you some ideas as to, is this a friendly cat? Is this a mean cat? What do you think this cat's going to do? I'm going to call on our biggest cat fan, Miss Akimowicz. What do you think?
That cat, it looks like it's ready to hunt because he's low on the ground and his whiskers are like curved. That means he's going to be sensing what's on the ground and what's in front of him, because whiskers are sensors. And he looks like he's about to pounce something. So probably a duck.
Yep, I would. That does not look like a very nice cat right there. I mean, he could be nice. He or she could be nice, but he is ready for the hunt. You're right. Let's see what happens next. Uh-oh. What do you think the mother duck is doing? Miss Rosales?
She's looks like there's sound coming out of her mouth, probably trying to ward off the danger or the predator coming back from our prior knowledge about that adaptations. So maybe using her voice to vocalize a sound that's going to scare off the enemy.
And I love that you use the word adaptation, because remember that adaptations are things that animals and humans use to survive in their environment. And if we know that the cat's about to attack, we think that maybe the mother duck is using the quack as an adaptation to make sure that she protects herself and her ducklings. Ms. Hernandez, did you have a thought you want to add on?
I also think that maybe the mother duck is calling out to her ducklings to come with her and stay with her to be safe.
Yeah, so remember we use our voices, or ducks use their voices to make sure they can communicate too. So that's another form of protection and keeping her baby safe. So I think the mother duck is scaring away the cat. She's protecting her babies, right? So these are the similar thoughts that we had here. And then we can see the ducklings really responding by going underneath the mother duck, right? They're probably like, oh no, what's going on? And that's why we love that they're learning from their mother what to do. I want to take a duckling home with me. And remember, we're reading, just like on Monday, it's been a while since we read the beginning of the book. This is Juan Carlos talking about how he's seeing these ducklings in his grandma's backyard, but he wants to take a duckling home. I wonder if he'll be able to. Grandma says that ducklings need room to play and a pond to swim in. That's true. I decide the ducklings should stay at Grandma's house. I'm glad Juan Carlos made a good decision to really protect these ducks. Grandma says I can come and visit her and the ducklings anytime. The end. Awesome. What a great book. I love that we were able to learn so many different things in our text from Monday all the way to today. And so today at your Seesaw video or assignment, you're going to see lots of different pictures that I took to really, hopefully you can hear me. I used different pictures to show what we learned through the different days, and us teachers are going to model what we're going to be doing with these pictures. And as you know, most nonfiction texts have text features. And teachers, can you remind our readers, what are some text features that we've learned about so far? Ms. Rosales?
Labels.
Labels, nice. And what are labels?
They are words that identify a part of a whole, in this case, a body.
Perfect. I love how Miss Rosales used the word words, right? They're just usually one or two words maybe to label something, because it's called a label. We shouldn't see sentences in labels because those are a different kind of text feature. Who knows what we call the text features that have more than one word? Miss Hernandez?
They're called captions.
Captions, great. And I love that you mentioned both labels and captions, because that's what we're going to be using for our photographs today. We're going to be adding labels and captions to each of these photographs to show that we really understand what's going on. So us teachers are going to model that right now. I'm going to give our teachers some time to think, what labels or captions can we add to this photograph to really show what's going on and to show that we understand what we've learned about ducks so far in this lesson. Miss Akimowicz?
We can make labels for the different kind of duck that it is. There's a male duck, and male means like a boy or a man.
And where should I put the male duck label?
Right next to the duck with the green head, because that's the male duck.
And I love that you used what we learned in our text, that male ducks have that green part of their body. So that's the male duck. Awesome. What a good label. Any other text features I can add to this photograph, Miss Rosales?
I wanted to say, mention the word camouflage,
Mm-hmm.
referring to the feather color on the mother duck. But
Great.
I guess I would say female duck.
Oh, you want to add female duck? Okay, let's add female duck as a label. But for camouflage, should we use it as a label or a caption? What do you think?
If it's just one word, it would be a label. If we use it in content to describe the picture, it should be a caption.
Mm-hmm. And I was actually thinking that if I just wrote camouflage, I don't know if my readers would understand what I'm trying to say. So I might actually use it in a sentence so they know what's being camouflaged and maybe why it's being camouflaged. So I might say, actually, Ms. Rosales, could you help me with this sentence? What could I write in using the word camouflage as a caption?
We can say that the female duck has brown feathers that help it camouflage with its environment or home.
Love it. And I love the complete sentence and the captions we can put on the edge. What I love about nonfiction text is that you can be so creative with where you put your text features, because you just want your readers to understand what you are trying to communicate. And so we want to make sure our thinking is as clear as we can get it, so that we can really understand and explain an idea. Awesome. And is there anything else we could add to this photograph, Ms. Hernandez?
I think I would like to add the label seeds just to identify what the ducks are eating.
I love that. That's what I was thinking too. And there's so many seeds. I'm just gonna put right in the middle so we know that they're eating the seeds. Wow, look at how the teachers came up with such clear text features to really help us explain what we see in this photograph. And this really helps us understand what's happening, and it's using our prior knowledge and the new knowledge we learned from watching these videos. So readers at home, you are going to get your own pictures and your own creativity to really create text features that can really explain the picture that you're going to be given. I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 pictures to explain using your own prior knowledge and your new knowledge, just like we did. And remember, labels are the ones that have 1 or 2 words to tell us and point to certain parts of the picture. And captions are maybe sentences, 1 or 2 sentences that explain what's going on or an idea that we really want to explain. So we're so excited to see how creative you're going to get with your text features as you do this assignment, and we hope you have a lot of fun doing it. So thank you for joining us, and you can rewatch the video and listen to the story whenever you need. So thank you. Bye.
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 Don't forget to subscribe.